Okay, so with this proof, and I would say with every proof, I want at the beginning, I want you to use color. So for this particular one, you know that A, B, and C, D are parallel. If they give you a parallel statement, and I would write this down somewhere, if they give you a parallel statement, then you need to be looking for alternate interior or corresponding is typically what you're looking for. You're looking for some sort of angles. I would encourage you to redraw it. So for example, they tell you A, B, and C, D are parallel. And we use a little mark, like a little arrow or less than sign to show parallel. So if I have these two lines cut by this transversal, so basically I have taken this picture and I've kind of extended those lines. And this is my transversal. Then what angles do I have? I have angle A and angle, now I've got multiple angles at C, so I'm going to go DCE. So I've already got an angle. So in your two-column proof somewhere, your first reason would be the AB is parallel to CD, and that would be given. Then right underneath it, I would like you to give the statement that you were able to make. We know that angle A is congruent to angle DCE. Reason? Corresponding angles. Because these are in the same spot, different lines. So we would say corresponding angles postulate. Why is it not the converse? Why would I not say corresponding angles converse? What does converse talk about? Yeah.
Converse is proving that it's parallel and this
Right.
is
Converse is proving it's parallel, and we already know that. So I'm going to use a little color here to show this angle. This angle is congruent to this angle. Alright, so now I have my angle, and I'm going to put an angle off to the side. Then the next statement says C is the midpoint of AE. That's given. So now what can you claim from any time they give you a midpoint statement, then what's our next answer to so what? Definition of midpoint, and what does that tell us? So AC is congruent to, now I did AC and A is corresponding to C, so you're right, I would use CE. Watch your order. So in that case, I got a little mark there and a little mark there. I'm going to use a different color this time. And I know this blue line is the same as this blue line. It helps you see the two triangles. Now, the next piece that they gave us was AB is congruent to CD. That's given. So we'll put a little mark here, but I need to use two little dash marks because I've already used one here. So I'm going to use two. So I'm going to go with a different color. Let's do yellow. So I know that this side is congruent to this side. So this was a side statement. This was a side statement. Now, is it angle side, or is that angle included? Angle is included. You don't necessarily have to write them in order, but you need to decide if it's included or if it's not. And we don't have an angle side theorem. So we have triangle what? They already gave it to us, ABC. It's congruent to triangle CDE. Reason? Side angle side congruence. Make sure you have the congruence after it because we have one that is going to be called similarity. We don't have that yet, but it's coming. Yeah?
Can you explain
That is you thinking ahead as to what you're using first. So if you look at this and you've already marked it up, and I know it's going to be side angle side, then start with the side statement. I just started with the first given and I went from there. So I'm not judging whether you put these in order. I know the parallel has to take place before the corresponding angles. And both of those have to take place before side angle side. So I could have put this S first. And I recently just started putting that along the side simply because it helps you identify, yes, I've made a side statement. I've made another side statement. I'm not going to claim angle side because I don't have two angles. I've only got two sides. Other question? I saw another hand. Is that good?
Oh, no, I had the same question. I was just gonna ask if the order that.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. Now, this was a parallel statement. Other proofs that are going to look like this are the ones that look like a parallelogram. So that's going to be a parallel statement. Again, you're looking for those alternate interior correspondence. Okay?